How are you doing? What's on today? Is everything okay in every way? Do you need someone to talk to?
You ever stop and think about the meaning of life? Like, what's the point of all this? You know, the human experience, the universe, everything. It's all just a big mystery. And we're all just trying to figure it out. And it's like, are we just a biological accident? A random blip on the radar of existence? Or is there something more? Something deeper? Something that gives our lives significance and purpose? I mean, think about it. We're all just a bunch of atoms and molecules floating around on a rock in an infinite universe. And it's like, what's the deal, you know? Why are we here? What's the reason? And then you start to think about God, and you are like, who is this guy? What's his story? And why did he even bother creating us in the first place? Now, there are two ways to look at this, from God's perspective or from ours. And if we look at it from God's perspective, it's like, he made us to show off his goodness, to demonstrate his power and his love. And that's a pretty cool reason. I mean, who wouldn't want to create something that showcases their awesomeness? But then you start to think, wait a minute, that sounds kind of selfish. Like, God's just trying to feed his ego or something. But here is the thing. When we talk about God, we can't think of him in human terms. We can't project our own motivations and desires onto him. Because he's not like us, he's infinite, he's perfect, and his reasons for doing things are going to be different from ours. So, when we say that God made us for his own glory, it's not like he needs us to make him feel good about himself. It's more like he's sharing his goodness with us. He's inviting us into his love. And that's where it gets really cool, because when we look at it from our perspective, we can say that God made us to share in his happiness, to experience his love and his joy. And that's like the ultimate reason for our existence. It's not just about us. It's about us being connected to something bigger than ourselves, something that gives our lives meaning and purpose. Now, I know what you are thinking. What is this happiness that we're talking about? Is it just some vague feeling of contentment? Or is it something more, something deeper? And the answer is, it's the latter. It's like the ultimate happiness, the kind of happiness that comes from being fully alive, fully connected to the source of all love and joy. I mean, think about it. When we're in love, when we're fully invested in someone or something, that's when we feel most alive, most happy. And that's what God is offering us. A love that's infinite, a love that's perfect, a love that will never fade or die. And that's like the ultimate happiness, the kind of happiness that we can't even imagine. But it's what we were made for. And the cool thing is, this happiness, it's not just some future thing. It's not just something we experience after we die. It's something we can experience now, in this life, when we're connected to God, when we're living in his love. And that's like the key to it all. That's the secret to happiness. It's not about what we have or what we do. It's about who we are and whose we are. So, yeah, life is a mystery. But it's a mystery that's full of meaning and purpose. And it's up to us to figure it out, to discover the reason for our existence, and to live a life that's worthy of that reason. A life that's full of love, full of joy, and full of connection to the source of all love and joy. I hope you gained something valuable. This journey through success, failure, sin, and redemption, it's been a long road, and I don't want to make it sound like I have it all figured out. But if anything I said connected with you, or maybe gave you a new perspective on where you are at in life, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps get this message out there, and I promise you, it keeps me motivated to keep pushing and sharing more with you. If you are dealing with struggles, questions, or just want to talk about anything I mentioned today, leave a comment down below. I try to read through them all, and I'll do my best to respond. We're in this together, and I want to help guide you through whatever you are going through. If there is something you didn't quite understand, or maybe something you want me to dig deeper into, let me know. Your input means everything. And, hey, if you want to stay updated on all this content and go deeper with me into the lessons I am learning, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know how it works. Your support lets me know I am doing something right, and it helps this channel keep growing. Trust me, there is a lot more coming, and I wouldn't want you to miss it. Remember, this isn't just about mates, it's about all of us. We've all got a story, and we're all figuring it out as we go. I am not perfect, but with God's grace, I am learning, I am growing, and I am here for you every step of the way. So go ahead and subscribe, like the video if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you want to dive deeper into any of this. Thanks for your support. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay blessed and keep pushing forward.